I'm here on location. This is Tashu from Ferroque Systems, and with my VDIsquad, and we're on location in Florida to escape the code, and also catching up and fact check with Mr. Mark Templeton. You know, we're here to fact check you because, you know, I said it last year.
Yeah.
Right. I said it last year that we're gonna, you know, when we're talking about how you not just predict it, but you actually define the future, define what that future of workplace should be, and we talked a little bit about also the human, the idea of the human outcome and why that is so important, and it's kind of your golden rule of evolving technology, evolving going forward, right? And then today you brought an amazing toy.
My newest toy.
Yeah, so actually the VDIsquad is probably going to lose the drag race because apparently this thing actually does 0 to 60 if you're in the United States, or 0 to 100 kilometers an hour if you're in Canada or the rest of the world in
a little over 2.4 seconds.
2.4 seconds.
Yes.
Yeah. So definitely, we're definitely gonna get left behind with it.
Definitely fast enough to make pretty much anyone scream.
Not just that, it's a stunning vehicle. It's comfortable. It's luxurious. You're gonna walk around with this.
Yeah. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. So just how you been, man?
I've been, remaining focused on my board work and responsibilities there, which I enjoy quite a bit. At Arista Networks, we're knocking the cover off the ball, and it's because the company has basically reinvented networking. And so these networks run the hyperscalers, service providers, all the way now down through data centers and campus.
Absolutely, and actually they just won some really significant deals and big financials up in Canada as well. Yeah. So definitely good job.
Yeah, no, the company,
if they can deliver the goods.
Yeah.
The problem I think now is the shortage and the logistic problems, right?
Yeah, obviously the supply chain issue is an issue for us, but I've got to say that our supply chain team at Arista has just anticipated a lot of the issues ahead of time. We're still supply constrained, but we're really setting records, and that's really on the basis of having a disruptive, game-changing kind of product.
Right.
So I'm very proud to be on the board there, and enjoy the people, but I'm really proud of the company and what it stands for. So enjoying that a lot. I'm on the board of a company called Corellium. We have this amazing technology that allows you to stand up virtual machines on ARM servers. And has some special features that allow security agencies and companies to do security research on ARM-based devices, whether they're like iPhones or Android devices or IoT devices. They could be switches, routers, consumer devices, and so that's going really well. That's a really exciting company. And with some Citrix, former Citrix people there. I'm also enjoying a company called Health Catalyst. It's a healthcare analytics company, a public company whose board I joined, and I'm learning a lot about the complexities of providing healthcare in large-scale ways. So, I think it's reasonably popular to criticize, healthcare in the United States, but I think it's underappreciated as to how complex it is to deliver healthcare at the kind of scale and with the kind of diversity in population, geography, et cetera, that we have here. So I've enjoyed being on that board and learning a lot there. So learning a lot, family's growing, and life is good, and I gave myself a Lucid Dream Air edition for Christmas. So life is good when you're getting toys too.
Yeah, speaking of that, speaking of toys, you want to walk us through the Lucid Air, like, you know, just to show us what this car is about?
Yeah. For those of you who maybe aren't as in touch with the EV world and kind of what's happening, you know, honestly, there's a metaphorical comparison to what's happening between data center and cloud. Okay, there are technologies that were designed from scratch to be, you know, deployed in a data center, and then there are technologies and solutions that were, you know, born in the cloud. And the same thing goes for electric vehicles. There are those that are sort of electrification of gasoline-powered cars, and then there are electric vehicles that were, you know, born to be electric vehicles. Tesla being the most, obviously, the biggest one. But now we're starting to see others come to market on both sides, both on the sort of legacy car manufacturer side and in the, you know, built from scratch EV side. And they are different. Lucid is a company that is building cars for the luxury segment of the EV market. What's really interesting about the company is its roots is in a smaller company, a smaller piece of it called Ativa. Ativa builds all the battery packaging and power management systems for Formula E race cars, and they have since day one, and still do. And so all of that R&D has been poured into this car, in addition to additional R&D this company makes their own motors. This car doesn't have any semblance of a gearbox or transfer case. The motors and the propulsion system is half the weight and size of a Tesla, just to give you a sense. So there's a tremendous amount of IP in this car. Now the one behind me is the first sort of production. This is serial number 3, which I'm very excited about, and it's called the Dream Edition, which basically is the edition of the car where they just load it with all the options. So there really are no options other than you choose the color. And it's 1,111 horsepower. As we mentioned, it'll do 0 to 60 in a little over 2.4 seconds. It's just crazy fast, but it drives like the most amazing luxury vehicle you've ever imagined. Great handling, really solid, and when we get a little closer to it, you'll see that maybe unlike a Tesla that's a little bit more Spartan in the materials they use and the design, this is really designed to compete at the highest end of the market with the top end of the Mercedes and BMW lines, and, you know, maybe even Bentley and, you know, some of those brands that you know, have, you know, a wide range as well. So this is really an amazing car, and what's really been fantastic is it's serial number 3, third car off the assembly line, and the quality of the build, the quality of the design, the quality of the software and experience seems like a version 2 or 3. So they have really put a tremendous amount of work into this car. I got serial number 3 because I ordered the car 6 years ago, just to give you a sense for that, and have been able to stay in touch with the folks at Lucid, some of which are my old buddies from Tesla. So I've been to their R&D center, et cetera, and I've gotten to know, you know, more and more of the executive team, about the car. So, which is really a fun part of owning the car, is to understand the people behind it. And I think that's, at least my time at Citrix and our time at Citrix, one of the things that we loved was, seeing customers as part of our family and partners as part of our family, and sort of knowing the people behind the technology, gives it some extra special meaning on top of just utilizing it for business purposes.
Right.
So, do you want to take a quick look?
Yeah, take a good look.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.